Hey everyone, what is going on? So we're doing more Tempest PvP battles, but first, if you want to go ahead and add me, I did leave my friend code on the side. Now unfortunately, I only have room to add 10 of you, so the first 10 people that add me, I will be adding. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, I can't add all of you. I really wish I could, but unfortunately, I just can't because we can only have 200 friends, and all I have enough for is 10 people, so I do apologize for that. But if they increase the friendship, I will be adding more people, and I do want to build up friendship with the people that I do add me. So if you want to build up friendship to ultra friends, and then we could test specific cups, that's my ultimate goal. And sorry if my voice is really sore. I mean, it is really sore right now, so it's like I'm having a difficult time talking and I'm kind of losing my voice. So yeah, I do apologize for that. You can probably tell in the video. But anyway, jumping into the first battle, we're using Charizard right now. He has Steelix. He brings in his Tropius, a Pokemon that I really wish that I had. Unfortunately, I do not. He traded for his Tropius, but unfortunately, haven't found anybody that is willing to trade me one yet. So I do not have a Tropius at the moment, unfortunately. But yeah, I do want a Tropius and a Legacy Lapras. I feel like that's really what I want, but unfortunately don't have it at the moment. Anyway, I'm beginning with my Alolan Ninetales. He begins with his Skarmory. Not really a good matchup for me, but it's okay. I do decide to go ahead and block this Sky Attack because I got off Ice Beam immediately, and I figured he would be blocking that, so I pull the switch right now into my Charizard, expecting the switch as he does into Celio. An okay switch on his end, I guess, but you know, he's still neutral to fire moves, and it's, you know, Blast Beam is still going to do a lot of damage. I decided not to block that Body Slam, and I'm going to go ahead and block this one because I knew I would have enough time to be able to get off one more Blast Burn, which I knew would knock out that Celio. So we do go ahead and knock out Celio just fine. He brings in his Charizard, knocks out my Charizard immediately. I bring in my Altaria, and he's going to go ahead and use Dragon Claw, not really doing a lot of damage to me. I go ahead, get off my Sky Attack, and that's going to knock out Charizard. And he brings in his Skarmory, which, again, is going to do a lot of damage to my Altaria, or at least knock me out. And I bring in my Alolan Ninetales, and he gets off his Sky Attack. I knew I would survive this and be able to get off an Ice Beam, and we're going to go ahead and pick up the win. A very close game though, really good game. I had a fun game in that one, a fun match, you know. It was really fun. Picking up a Sinnoh Stone, so I'll definitely take that. And we're going to go ahead jump into yet another battle, of course, beginning with Charizard. He begins with his Tropius, a fantastic lead for me. He's going to go ahead, pull the switch into Celio. Again, though, I am neutral with that Blast Burn, and it still does a lot of damage. I'm going to go ahead and block this Body Slam because of how much damage it did to Charizard last match, and I'm going to go ahead, pull that switch into Alolan Graveler. That Body Slam I knew wasn't going to do much to me, and I'm really doing a lot of damage with my rock moves. Again, Body Slam, not going to do anything to my Alolan Graveler. We're going to knock it out and have a Rock Blast and Thunderbolt charged up. I do go ahead and use that Rock Blast. He's going to go ahead and block it because that would have knocked it out. He's able to knock me out. Of course, Alolan Graveler can't really compete with Razor Leaf, but yeah, so I bring in my Charizard. He's not going to be able to do a lot to me. I do activate that Blast Burn, going to be able to knock out that Tropius. He brings in Steelix, and I knew that I would be able to get just one more Blast Burn off, and I do, and that's going to knock out Steelix, so we do go ahead and pick up that win. So yeah, another awesome game, picking up a rare candy as well. Going to go ahead and jump into a match with a different opponent. I do begin with my Altaria. He begins with his Santa Hat Raichu. So, really good lead matchup for me. Lagging a little bit, not really a big deal. It fixes itself immediately. He gets off a Wild Charge. I was expecting Brick Break, so I didn't block that. But I get off a Sky Attack. He's going to go ahead, get off his Brick Break this time, so I do go ahead and block that, thinking it would be Wild Charge. So he kind of outplays me that turn, but was still able to knock out that Raichu. He brings in his Lapras. I don't think that's a Legacy Lapras, so I'm not 100% sure. I bring in my Alolan Graveler because I'm able to do super effective damage against that Ice Pokemon. Get off the Rock Blast against that Charizard, knock it out. He brings in his Lapras. I'm going to go ahead and block, and I do get off a Rock Blast, and this is going to be able to finish off Lapras, so we do go ahead and take that win. So Alolan Graveler really helping out. Really loving that Pokemon. I feel like I'm definitely going to use that for my team. because I'm really enjoying that Pokemon. So I begin with my Charizard. He begins with his Wish Catch. Not really a good matchup for me, but I do switch in my Abomasnow. He switches out, but we still do massive amounts of damage, and he switches into Lapras, and we're still going to be able to take out that Lapras anyway. So not really, doesn't really matter for us. But again, more lag. We get off in Outrage. I wouldn't have used Outrage had I known he switched into Wish Cash, but he does switch into Wish Cash, and now he brings in Gyarados. Razor Leaf going to be neutral to that Gyarados because it also is part flying, but we're still going to be able to take it out. So yeah, really sweeping this team with Abomasnow. So yeah, that Razor Leaf can definitely put in work, you know, whether it's Tropius or Abomasnow, depending on what your opponent has. But anyway, I'm beginning with my Charizard. He begins with his Skarmory. Another good matchup for me. He's also doing a good amount of damage as well, though. But we do get off that Blast Burn. He's going to forfeit a shield. He's switching right now into a Wish Cash. I'm going to pull the switch immediately into a Bomb. So I'm not going to block predicting Mud Bomb. It's actually Blizzard, so I didn't think he would have charged up Blizzard that fast, but he actually did charge up Blizzard. So neutral to my Bomb, so doing a lot of damage to me, unfortunately. But I'm going to go ahead and bring in my Charizard. And yeah, he's going to go ahead and use the Sky Attack. I'm going to go ahead and block that just to keep my Charizard alive, knocking out Skarmory. So we do have a Blast Burn and a Dragon Claw fully maxed up. It brings in Claydol, another Pokemon I want to try out, so I do plan on trying that out. But we did a lot of damage with that Blast Burn, and bringing in Altaria right now, and he actually does get off a move before I could finish it off with Dragon Breath. Wasn't sure if he'd be able to, but we're able to knock him out now. And yeah, we do go ahead and pick up that win. So, yep, another fantastic game. So, we're going to go ahead and jump into a battle with a subscriber. And I'm beginning with Altaria. He begins with Wolverine. I'm going to go ahead and pull the switch immediately into my good old Razor Leaf Pokemon, Abomasnow. And we're going to knock out that Wolverine quick. He switches into a Alolan Sandslash. So, really interesting Pokemon. A really interesting Pokemon. I can't switch again because I already switched. But once he knocks out Abomasnow, of course that Charizard's going to come in. I'm going to go ahead and block this. It was Bulldoze. I wasn't sure what it would be. I really didn't know what it was going to be. So I didn't know what Alolan Sandslash got, to be honest with you. But now I do know at least. But we activate Blast Burn on Celio. And he's going to go ahead and activate his charge move, which is Water Pulse. I was actually expecting Body Slam, but Water Pulse, good move on his end. Yeah, I do go ahead and block this Water Pulse this time. I probably shouldn't have blocked that. I don't know. But I did go ahead and block that just because I knew, you know, we were going to win the following turn anyway. So, well, the block didn't matter. That was the last Pokemon of ours. So I guess I should have blocked, you know. But anyway, going into another match. And yeah, really fun games this time, really fun games. Yeah, but I'm beginning with my Alolan Graveler. He begins with Weavile. Weavile is yet another Pokemon that I want to try out, but Alolan Graveler is really going to go to town on that Weavile, knocking it out without even using any charge moves, but we do have Rock Blast fully charged up. I'm going to go ahead, pull the switch, save my charge moves into Abomasnow, and he's going to go ahead, use that Heavy Slam, and yeah, Razor Leaf still doing a lot of damage to that Steelix because it's neutral, so I'll definitely take that. If I did block, we would have knocked out his Steelix with Razor Leaf, but again, that's okay. We go ahead, block this move, and we're able to not finish him off. I thought we actually did finish him off. I'm going to go ahead and block again just to save my Altaria, just to keep it healthy, you know. But he switches into his... Is that Plusle or Minum? I think it's Plusle. That's actually a good Pokemon, so it's a Pokemon I do want to try out myself. Yeah, so I do have one. I plan on trying it out. But anyway, getting off that Sky Attack, and Sky Attack is going to be blocked, of course. So that's his last shield, but we're able to knock out his Pokemon, and we still had something in the back anyway, so even if he knocked out our Altaria, we still would have won that match. But anyway, moving on to the final game, he begins with his Shiny Raichu. Beautiful Shiny Raichu. I begin with my Swampert. A good matchup for me just because, you know, I do resist those electric moves. I get off Surf. He's going to go ahead and block it. I decide not to block this Thunder Punch. Not really doing a lot of damage to us. We get off Surf again. Swampert's an interesting Pokemon. I like Swampert because it charges up really fast. So does Marshtomp though. So, you know, those Pokemon really fun to use just because of how fast they charge up Surf. We're actually getting Surf off again. He's going to block it with his Alolan Ninetales. We're going to get Surf off yet again though, guys. Surf keeps on charging so fast. You know, I was the only one who used a Swampert in the Boulder Cup, and I ended up winning the Boulder Cup. So Swampert really helping out, bringing in Alolan Graveler. He's going to go ahead and bring in his Steelix. I'm not going to switch. I'm going to use my Rock Blast. Now, of course, Steelix completely walls Alolan Graveler in every way, shape, and form. So, still just sticking in there, though, doing a lot of damage. As much damage as I possibly can until my final Pokemon. Though, so we're just going to go ahead and get knocked out. So, he's down to about half, bringing in my Altaria. I'm going to block this move. Just to keep my Altaria healthy. He's going to get off another move, and I'm going to go ahead and block it with my final shield. And we do go ahead, get off that Sky Attack, and it's actually not going to knock it out, but Dragon Breath will be able to knock it out, and that's going to be the win for us. And yeah, that's going to be it for this video, guys. I will see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye. Thank you so much for watching my latest video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter. If you like this video, click on one of the links to check out another one of my videos that you'll probably enjoy.